Before a cloud agent can do any real work on your code base, it needs a working environment. Your repos cloned, dependencies installed, and secrets configured. Because without it, every session starts with setup instead of work. Here's what's unique about Devin. Instead of setting all of this up from scratch on every session, Devin uses a snapshot, a frozen, bootable image of a virtual machine. You configure it once, and every session boots from that same clean, ready-to-go state in just a few seconds. And the best part is you don't have to write any of this configuration to set it up. Just open a session and ask Devin to set up your environment. Devin analyzes your project, figures out what tools, dependencies, and environment variables are needed, and sets up a blueprint for you. Every session then boots a fresh copy of that snapshot. Think of it like setting up a developer's laptop on day one, except Devin does it for you. With the configured environment, Devin can build your project, run your tests, and verify its own work on its own computer. Let's walk through how to set this up. The project that I'll use for this example is this open source tutoring software that I found on GitHub called DeepTutor. I've gone ahead and forked it into my own GitHub organization, and now I can just go into Devin and I can just say set up DeepTutor. And what I'm going to do is specify the inference provider, and I'm going to go ahead and say with OpenAI. So what this should do would be to go ahead and set everything up, create a blueprint, and then it should also prompt me for my OpenAI API key. Now it's recognizing that it needs an OpenAI API key. So what I can do is go ahead and set up either a temporary for this session API key or a permanent one. So I'm going to go ahead and click permanent, and this should go ahead and prompt me for this API key. So here we see that Devin has asked for this secret, and what I can do is go ahead and paste this and save it, and then Devin will go ahead and continue moving on. Now we've provided the secret, and Devin will continue setting up our app. All right, so Devin has completed the setup. It's created my blueprint, and it's now booted up this application in the browser on the machine here. So if I go ahead and open the desktop, I should be able to go ahead and navigate to localhost 3782. And we see that the app is running here, and I can just run like hello world and see that everything should be working fine. And if I go over to settings and I click on models and LLM, I should see that my OpenAI API key has been set by Devin. Next, it's asking if I want Devin to go ahead and run an end-to-end test and record it. And I will go ahead and just say yes, something concise. So while this is running, I'm going to go to settings, and we should be able to go to environment and see that we have DeepTutor ready to go. And if I go to snapshots, we'll see that a new snapshot was created and it's kind of building it as we speak. And finally, if I go to secrets, we'll see that we have our OpenAI API key set. And now Devin has completed its test, and it's given me this video walkthrough on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side, kind of going through all the different actions that Devin is taking during this test. And that's it. Our environment is set up. Now every new session that Devin creates will be booted up from this snapshot.